Well, hey guys, this is Scott Smith from Houston, Texas. I'm originally from Jacksboro, Tennessee. Mrs. Waters asked me to make you a video recording of some of my testimony, and I actually met Mrs. Waters in a parole office when I got out of prison the first time, and so she became my parole officer, and that's how I got to know her. So she's a very kind lady, and I remember the days of me being on parole and how she really helped me. And so I just want you to know that for you guys, we can look at her as an authority figure, but the truth of the matter is she's got a heart to help, and so I want you to understand that first. But I do just want to spend a few minutes. I'll send more of these, but I don't really want to make them lengthy because I don't want you to lose your train of thought. But I suffered from addiction for years. I first started when I was a teenager and very young, and so I didn't even realize then how it was taking a toll on my life and how it was starting to. It's starting to take over my life, and so never thought that I would go through the things that I went through later on in life. And so this age that you are now is so important to understand that, you may think it's fun, and you may think you're just having fun with your friends, and just you got caught doing this, and you got caught doing that, and I get all that. But just remember, addiction is very serious. I became an alcoholic first at a very early age. I'd say I would deem myself with the disease of alcoholism by the age of 19, and I was already in law enforcement. I worked for the Campbell County Sheriff's Department for nearly 20 years, and during that time I drank a lot and used a lot of prescription medication. And so I never dreamed that I would become a homeless person. I never dreamed that I would become a prisoner in a prison cell doing a 10-year prison sentence because I got so addicted I robbed a drugstore. Actually robbed two drugstores. And so the deal with that is right now in your life, I want you to understand something. That at that age in my life, I would say that's never going to happen to me. There's no way I would ever become like one of them or one of those. But see, here's the deal. Addiction does not pick and choose who it wants to affect, okay? There's doctors and lawyers and judges that I've been in treatment centers with that said, I never dreamed that this was going to happen to me. Very successful businessmen who lost millions. No, I didn't say hundreds or thousands. I said millions of dollars that pro athletes I've been in. So my point to this is, and again, I'm going to spend less than 5 minutes here. I'm already at 3 minutes, 15 seconds, but I do want you to understand this, that the disease of addiction does not pick and choose who it wants to affect. I've said that once, and I'll say it again because it's so important for you to understand this, that when I was in law enforcement, I would stand with governors by my side and pat me on the back and tell me what a great job I was doing. At that time in my life, I never dreamed that I would be in a prison cell just a few years later. I never dreamed that I would be living under a tarp out in the woods behind a place in Knoxville, Tennessee, because nobody would accept me anymore in their homes. No friends would have me. My mother wouldn't have me back because I had chosen a life of addiction, which made me steal because I lost my career and I lost everything. And so those lonely days of a 10-year prison sentence that I did 7 years of 10 on 2 installments. And so I flattened that. But today I'm free. I'm free of all that. And I don't struggle with addiction today, but it took a lot of work. So what I recommend to you is that you stop now at this early point in your life. Stop now. Find you whatever support group you've got to find. Do whatever you got to do. Do the requirements that Miss Waters is going to require to you. Whatever you've got to do, you just do it. Because believe me, believe somebody who's been through prison, who's been through the sickness, who's been through the pain and death of losing friends and loved ones and burying friends and all this stuff happening. And I myself have woke up on ventilators 4 different times in my life. Not 1, not 2, but 4 different times that God has spared my life where I've accidentally overdosed. So I'm going to stop right here. I'll be sending more of these to you. This is just for me to say hi to you and a little bit of what I've been through. The next one, I don't know, Mrs. Waters and I will get together and we'll talk about it. But guys, you got a golden opportunity here, a beautiful opportunity. So why don't you take advantage of it? Do what's required of you. And stop it with the attitude, it'll never happen to me, because I used to say that too. God bless you all. Hope to do this soon for you again. Bye-bye, y'all.